Sorry, guys, we got a little cut off there. I don't know whether it was a solar flare, meteors coming, EMTs, Russia's dropping the nuke. Um, riot rioters knocked down my Wi-Fi right now. Could be all of the above or none of this below. So who knows now? We live in such times that what is real and what is fake is one and the same. So the best you can do is focus on yourself and help the people around you. That's what I'm trying to live by. So, sorry about my vocals. I can't talk too hard. I just got done doing a vocal session for a new song coming out. I'll keep you guys posted with my new band. But I hope these are working. I don't know if it's recording in here, if it's recording from my computer. It would have been nice to record from the phone. But I figure it's so convenient, and my laptop's right here, and it's looking right at me. And I am really drunk, so it's hard to, make things happen with the phone right now. So this is right in front of me. It's perfect. A-okay. But yeah, back to Metaxa, Greece, and thinking about the places I went. I went on pretty much a 5-day Metaxa binge. Breakfast, morning, and lunch, all Metaxa, aperitif, digestif, and during dinner. It was the best. I did go to Athens, the mainland. Beautiful. I recommend that. The cobblestone streets and everything, and the fairy lights at nighttime. One of the most beautiful places I ever noticed. And funny enough, on the first night, when you're staying in a big hotel, if you're not walking around at nighttime during those streets or taking a tour that forces you to get out there and see the places that you are honestly getting your money worth for when you're paying for a trip like that, you're really missing out on the nightlife and the whole culture of that big city place like of Athens. But besides that, we went from there to not Santorini. We went, I'm trying to think. Stay here. From Santorini to, let's see. That's right. We did go. We went from, I confused it. Mykonos was the party one. And that's the one I'm telling you about when you go on season, like late spring, early summer. Oh my God, that's the party ones. But I did go from Athens, went to Mykonos, and then we took Athens to Santorini, and then I took the ferry over to Mykonos, which honestly all those are beautiful, but Samos is the one I want to visit now. To actually get it straight from the source, visit the distillery and see the masters work their perfection and get hopefully a tasting. But yeah, that's about it for now. Having my little 7-star edition. If you haven't tried it, if you like brandy, if you like Hennessy, then I would say this would perfectly pair with your collection. I would say the best way to describe it is a sweet brandy-like taste. Very similar to, I would say, a fruitiness to it as of dried apricot and earthiness brought on by the barrels I would say they aged the wine in, and that's the Muscat wine. Definitely has a sweetness to it. That's what's bringing it to it. Now, I did watch something. I'm kind of forgetting since I am kind of just making this video randomly. I didn't really prepare anything. But since I got the nice little case here for it, since 1888, the House of Metaxa is on a journey to offer a one-of-a-kind amber spirit. It is amber, and experience the unique taste of Samos Muscat wines. I knew I was right about something. It has wine and it's Muscat. Aged wine, distillates, and Mediterranean botanicals. So I guess the best way to describe this, just as brandy is having, distillates and botanicals, brandy's definitely smooth. It's aged from, I would say, most of the times grapes or whatever fruit or whatever they've used to choose, mixed in with botanicals. There's pear brandies, but most commonly from grapes, and that's bringing on the sweetness. But what makes this, I would say, not a brandy, and I feel like it's a very fine line. I would say, honestly, this is a brandy, but technically, no, it's not. And in a way, you could say that's great because that gives its own uniqueness to Metaxa, which I would say is a botanical like brandy that brings forth a Mediterranean botanical bouquet, very smooth, and includes muscat wines that include that sweetness. And all of them range at 40% alcohol, and depending on where you're at, maybe it changes, but in Greece it was 40% I had, and 40% here in the States. And one of the best liquors, honestly, that I'm enjoying right now while I'm doing my late night studyings. So I do save it for honestly special occasions. It's not one of the pricier ones I have right now compared to my bourbons, um, bourbons and scotches. But I find that maybe because it's overlooked, I feel like they could get away with charging a lot more than they do for the 7-star. Since I've had a lot worse bourbons and scotches out there for less than 28 bucks or whatever I bought this for. I would say this is comparable to around a $50 bourbon or scotch. But many nights I raided the mini fridges in Greece and the different islands, getting my Metaxa fix on, getting ready for the nightlife, and hopefully I can get back to that pretty soon. But yeah, reading the bottle over here, and it's definitely generous character and its fruitiness, and that's for sure. Sorry guys, oh my god, I'm listening to it and my throat sounds like a goddamn chainsaw, like chainsaw before it starts up yet, and it's like someone's trying to fucking pull it. But I just got done doing fucking 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours, fucking vocals. And my throat is fucked. But hope you guys have a good night. Relax. Maybe I can post some more of these. I mean, sometimes when you have to prepare and do shit and make notes for every video, it stops you, especially when you got other stuff going on from even posting anything. So why prepare? Just make a fun video and record, and especially what's going on right now. I just want to relax and do what I have to do, So you guys stay safe out there, and the rest of the world is pretty crazy too, besides here in California and the U.S. So wish you guys all to the best, and toast Metaxa, drinking international spirit right here into my home base of California, Chatsworth to be specific. And honestly, alcohol to me, and the way you think about it, is unity. You look at my liquor cabinet, and it's a bunch of different things from around the world that brings me close to different time periods and different people that I look up to, and different intellectual thinking, and memories of things I've done and memory things of I will do, and what I'm doing now. And it aids me in my study process and relaxing. And of course, too much a good thing is a bad thing. But I find that moderation is success. And alcohol is passion. Why do you think people get riled up while they have it? Their passions get taken from a 2, 3, 4 to a 10. And if you're angry that day, don't drink, because your passion and anger will lead you to something that you most likely will regret. But if you're into the arts, if you're into anything and you drink, your passion to the arts only goes up. So, but moderation is key. So do not follow, don't practice. Well, I never said anything against what I preach, but definitely had nights where I could possibly say, practice what I preach, not what I do. But doesn't everyone say that? Cliche. So, you guys stay safe out there. Good night. good morning, whatever floats your boat. Adios. This is the Drunken Fish, drunkening out.